Next month, something exciting is going to happen, and that is the graphic Greda Real Estate Fair. I have with me today Edem Afiprat. She's the manager, home loans, First National Bank, to give us some insights as to why the bank is part of this real estate fair. Afi, you're welcome.
Thank you, Charles.
Can you tell us why is FNB part of the fair?
Okay, so FNB, we opted to be part of the Graphic Greda Fair because we want to provide home loan solutions to Ghanaians.
So can you tell me some of the loan products that you have?
At First National Bank, we have a wide range of products. The products meet each Ghanaian's need. So let's say we have the home purchase loans, which helps Ghanaians to be able to buy their first home. We also have a product that is designed for people who already own properties. So that is the home owner's loan, and that we'll say is equity release product. That means when you have your own property, you'll be able to use that property as a collateral to secure a loan from First National Bank. We also have the construction loans that will help you to build your house. Let's say you have a land and you want to build, or you've already started a project and you want to complete it. We have a product that will help you do that. We also have the land purchase product, which is for those who want to buy land and maybe develop later. That is also available at First National Bank. Then we have a unique product called Save to Own. That is for Ghanaians who are not able to demonstrate their source of income. So let's say we have self-employed applicants. Most of them don't keep proper records. So we have a product where you'll be saving with us for a maximum of, let's say, 2 years. After that saving period, we would then check your affordability and then give you a loan to be able to buy a property.
I think to even pick a loan or to even take a loan, you need some documents to back it. What kind of documents do you need for one to access a loan?
Okay, so the documents are very straightforward and very easy to obtain. First of all, we need to check your IDs. So we'll ask you to submit an ID. That's a valid Ghana card, let's say Ghana card. For those who are non-residents, we can take a passport from them. Then also we need to ask you for your utility bill. That is just to confirm where you live. So we'll ask you for a utility bill. Then we will ask you to also provide some income details to help us do the assessment to see if you actually qualify for the loan. When we say income details, we mean for salaried workers, we are asking you to submit 3 months pay slips and 3 months bank statement. Then for self-employed, we will take your financials for 3 years, and we will also take your business bank statements for 3 years as well. If you are buying, we will ask you to submit an offer letter from the vendor and also the documents covering the property.
So the vendor here means the real estate company?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have to identify one and then you go to them for a letter or
Sure.
something?
So for us, we allow our customers to look out for their own properties. We can assist you to find a property of your choice, but you have the room to go out and find a property that best meets your situation.
So it could be any real estate company? Yes,
please, any real estate company. But then it must be one in good standing such that you need to have documents that are registrable. So we will check your documentation. If you're a vendor, we will check your documentation. We will do our due diligence at lands to be sure that the property actually belongs to you, the vendor. And it's one that if we finance that property, we can register for our clients.
But do you need any minimum deposit?
Yeah, we do. So for purchase, you need to provide minimum of 20% deposit, and then we will finance the 80% difference. But it's all based on your income. So we'll do the assessment to see if your income will qualify you for the 80%. But then you will have to put down 20% deposit.
In this age of AI and so on, people are able to forge documents. What kind of due diligence are you able to do to ensure that whatever they present to you are very valid, for which reason you can work with?
Okay, so I will start with the vendor. So the vendor, when you submit your documents, normally we take either a land title certificate or a registered indenture. We would take those documents to lands, that's the land registry division, and then they are going to run a search on the title. So we'll do a search at PVLMD, that's Public and Vested Lands Management Division. And also we will do another check at SMD, which is the Survey and Mapping Division. Then we will then go to the Land Registry Division to also run another search. These searches are all being done so we will be sure that the vendor truly has title to the property. Okay. We don't want a situation whereby we will finance a property, then later on realize that it belongs to somebody else. That's how come all these litigation issues are happening in Ghana. So we will ensure all searches are done, everything is cleared before we will finance the property. And that's one thing we pride at First National Bank. It's something that we do, and we always make sure that our borrowers are safe before we disperse.
Is there any insurance attached to this?
Yes, we have insurance attached to the home loans. We have property and life insurance that you have to take. The property is actually mandatory, so that all borrowers are supposed to take the property insurance. However, the life insurance is not mandatory, so it's optional. You can choose to take a life insurance or you can decide to opt out.
Can people apply for mortgage online?
Yes, please.
I've asked because, in the banking industry now, you tell most of your customers that you don't need to walk in to the bank to transact any business. So looking at this, how sensitive this is, can somebody just apply online for a mortgage?
Yes, please. You can apply online. So I'll take the opportunity to say we even finance loans for people who are offshore, non-resident Ghanaians. All they need to do is to put in the application. We will take documents via email, and then we will also interact with you. So normally we try to make calls to you just to confirm you are talking to the right person.
Okay.
So we do our own checks. We'll call you. The documents that you are going to submit from outside, we ask you to notarize them before we use them. So after you apply online, you will then send us the original copies. That's the hard copies, notarized by a notary public wherever you are, and then we can use that for them.
But what are the costs associated with this? Okay. Buying a home?
Yeah, it's quite straightforward. So for the cost associated, you pay an application fee, and then you pay a deposit towards registration, and then you pay your property insurance. Just 3.
So what's a typical timeline for this?
Oh, maximum, let's give ourselves like 12 weeks to get the loan dispersed. That's if everything checks out at Lance, everything checks out on the borrower's side. Maximum 12 weeks, we should disperse a loan.
So is there any room for partners to borrow, and what options are allowed?
Oh yeah, we allow partners to borrow. So let's say if you are married, let's say Charles, you are married, you can come in with your spouse to do a joint application. So at times there are situations where you, the main borrower, your income will not be adequate to support the loan you are trying to borrow. So when you have a spouse who is also working, then we put both incomes together, then do the assessment. That may help you qualify for the loan amount.
Can you walk us through the step-by-step in applying for a mortgage?
Okay. So first of all, mortgage, now I think we are drilling down more on the home purchase because we are going into a Greda fair, right?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So for the home purchase, like I said earlier, we will allow the buyer, the borrower, to look for his own property. Once you identify the property, you come to First National Bank. We have experts home loans consultants, sales consultants who are ready to assist you.
Okay.
So once you come in, we will give you a list of documents that you need to submit. We give you the application form to fill. If you provide all those documents and you fill the application form, the next thing is for us to do the assessment, where we check your credit, we go through your documents to see if truly you qualify for the loan you are actually applying for. If you qualify, then we are happy to go through, do the due diligence, where we will check to see if the property you are looking at purchasing is truly registrable and also it belongs to the vendor. If all that checks out, then we are good to go. We will close the transaction and then we will disperse to the vendor.
So does a credit score affect the mortgage application process?
Yes, it does. It affects your application process such that if you have bad credit, normally we will ask you to explain, give us explanations as to why you have a bad credit. If the explanation you provide is one
that means you check from the credit reference bureau?
Yeah, we do that.
Oh, okay.
We do that. So we put the credit on each borrower to know if you have loans elsewhere, because you are paying based on your income. If you have loans elsewhere, that may affect your ability to pay us. So we do all those checks, and once we are okay and you give us explanation as to why you are in default or you are paying late for facility. At times, it will either your rate may be increased slightly, or you can even just waive it. It shouldn't be a problem.
But is it possible to be pre-approved before searching for a property?
Yes. So normally we advise most borrowers to let us do the assessment, initial assessment, to see if you qualify for the loan and then how much you can borrow. Once we give you the amount you can borrow, then you know that, okay, I'm going to look for 100,000 property. Based on my income, I can get 80,000 and then I'll have to pay down 20. So we do that for you. We do the assessment, give you an illustration that will give you what you can borrow based on your income.
Sometimes players in your industry are a bit rigid when it comes to repayment. Now, is it possible, or with your bank, do you have a system whereby somebody can, maybe I want to pay earlier than the maturity date? How can you explain that for me?
Yeah.
How does it work with your bank?
Okay, we allow for early prepayment. So let's say maybe you've won a lottery. You've made some bulk money. You want to pay down on your loan with that.
Your salary has gone up.
Yeah, we are happy for you to pay down. You don't need to go through the 15-year or 20-year term. If you want to pay down, you pay down at your own time. And if you have 10,000, you want to reduce your loan, we'll give you that option to reduce your loan.
But would that affect the interest?
It will not.
Or it will still be fixed?
The interest is a
But
variable.
I'm paying early.
If you are paying early, you are reducing your loan. So once you reduce your loan, you have the option to choose if you want to maintain your repayment as it is, or you want to reduce your loan term. So we have options available. And we are not very rigid, like you said. We give you options. You pay down. Do you want to maintain your repayment, or you want to reduce your loan term? So we give you that option. We are not rigid. We are very flexible, and we'll discuss all the options with you.
So do you have any interest rate discounts or some promotions to entice people to join?
Yeah, for now, we are running a promo where we are giving 1.5% discount off the final rate. So if you apply now, let's say, Charles, you apply today, and your rate is, let's say, 13%, that's your final rate. I'm happy to give you a discount of 1.5% off the 13%. So your rate will then drop to 11.5, right? So that'll be your rate then.
So does First National Bank offer loans to non-residents?
Yes, we do. We offer no.
So somebody can be outside and would want a loan. So how do you do that check?
Yeah, we can do that. We offer loans to non-residents. And to say, for now, most of our clients are actually non-resident Ghanaians, because you know how the economy is currently going. The city is depreciating very fast. So we offer loans to non-resident Ghanaians. You need to give us your documents. Like I said earlier, you send them first via email. Then later, we'll ask you to submit the originals for us to do our confirmation.
I noticed from your explanation that your services are a bit flexible, and so many more people would want to patronize your products. What message do you have for people listening to us?
Okay. Thanks for mentioning the word flexible. You know, each person has a different circumstances. So when you walk into First National Bank, we have experienced advisors, we have experienced sales consultants who will sit with you and advise you. Based on your circumstances, we will let you know what you can do and what we can offer. What I have to say to the Ghanaian public is, feel free to walk into any of our branches nationwide. We have a branch in Kumasi, we have a branch in Takrade. We are happy to assist you to own a home. We want you to come to us. Come to First National Bank with all your needs. We are a one-stop shop, by the way. So once you come, rest assured that we'll give you a loan to purchase your dream home.
Well, I need not say more. You've heard all from Adam Afiprat, who is the manager home loans at First National Bank. Please join us at our fair and you'll be excited. Thank you very much.